Hey everybody, Mobile Rager here, and today I just sort of wanted to record a video that really asks a simple question. What on earth is going on with this game's development team? Because if you look here, that's pretty... Sorry, it's a little zoomed in to the point, but there's a very specific thing I wanted to show. Now, if you keep scrolling down here, you might notice a trend. Now, if you notice, the trend that I noticed is the last roadmap was March 25th, which was 10 months ago at this point. And if you look at the actual things in the roadmap, they were all implemented into the game by May. So, like, what's going on there? Sure, like, the changes in this were decent, punching, the masks going on. Actually, these were pretty unimportant changes, because I've seen higher up people in the arena, people not like me who are still in Emerald 3, because I don't play. I guess the max isn't in when it was in. And of course, I think the idea they were going for with this was sort of limit people, day one rushing with like 100 keys pre-stocked up to get to Emerald, like, the whales getting to Emerald day, or not Emerald, Diamond day one. I think that was what they were trying to go for. Like, sure, they did all these things. Like, the item conversion rate was nice. And 10-hour safes were better, I guess. I mean, these felt like pretty marginal improvements on safes, but it's not that important. What is important to me is that blog post was done, 9 months ago. And in that time, we haven't had a single roadmap since. And there's these posts that are called roadmaps, so those are just the season roadmaps. And there is still, if we go back to news here, there's still things from like a year ago. Pretty sure. Let's get here. Let's ignore all these patch notes. Yeah, we go back to this from last year. And still, as you scroll down, I mean, yeah, all this stuff happened. More escalation, all that. Quality of life. See? I'll get back to this point later. Where was it? Did I miss it? Am I stupid? Okay. The point that I was trying to show with this is... Where is it? Is it really not here? It's not here. Okay, cool. Alright, so it's not in here. And so I gotta go back. I gotta go down further. It'll be in here somewhere. Yeah, the postponing. No. Okay, I gotta go back to the first one from October of 2022. Precision health, data rewards, quality of life. I'm going mental. I get like edited out. I was just trying to show war leagues. I promised like, I guess a year and a half ago at this point. Oh wait, here it is. Alliance leaks promised in this blog post from like, year and a half ago. Still not in the game. They've finished the war changes. I mean, I guess there's the new 3-tower things that they're going on about that everyone universally hates. Because even 2's like, because I'm in like a medium casualish alliance, so not in some sort of big complicated thing anymore. It's like half the time people forget to set the additional war teams. Like the big cannons in the middle of original. Well, this explains nothing. Like even the cannons. And I guess I could put the game back up. Yeah, see, this is not very helpful. Even the cannons have 2, and I see people place 1 all the time. Especially with like the middle towers. They like take 4 teams. It's not intuitive. Especially since you can save with only 1. Like it's strange. Because if you noticed, sort of a theme. If you were the soldiers who watched some of the hour-long videos I've put out recently, I've done a little bit of a divulge and rainy thing. Cause the true lack of roadmaps really gotten under my nerves. The way the game's been going recently. I guess it's technically been an issue I've had as designed for a few years now, but really just looking at these blog posts sort of exemplifies the idea. It's just seasonal roadmap, event blog. I mean, here's some patch notes, which are nice. I'm liking the older tune buffs. I mean, they feed into a second issue I have of the game, but one thing at a time. Don't get distracted. Event blog. Go back. Events. The extra giveaway rewards. What a great year this game's been. Didn't even do like a campaign or event, anything. Like I could scroll back to last year. Probably pretty slow at this point. Yeah, there's a couple of arena resets in there, but that's functionally event 2. Functionally in event 2. I don't know how to speak words. Yeah, aside from like, these tune blogs, it's really just all been event stuff. Which, like, I like this game's events, but I'd also like to do anything else. Because I've had this opinion for a while now that, aside from thank you game, let me advertise that. Aside from like, just I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. The idea that I'm trying to get at is events are pretty much the core content of the game for whatever reason. And I'm not counting towers in this, to be perfectly honest. They're in the event tab, but they're permanent. They're like on a fixed rotation and everything. So that's not strictly an issue. I mean, it's a weird way to make your game, but then becomes an issue because the enjoyability of your game hinges on events not being, boring and terrible, where you don't have to do like 40 incredibly tedious battles every week. You have to do the world's most stupidly balanced arenas for 2 weeks. And you don't deal with cosmic events that pretty much don't even boost your roster. Yeah, stuff like that. Actually, wait, I want to explain an example. Can I actually? I probably can. You got things like these, mini cosmics, which they had to they literally had to add in posthumously on Discord because they didn't explain it well enough in the blog post. So thank you for that vote of confidence, devs. I don't think that's what that expression means. Yeah, because I mean, strictly speaking, for most of these hero collector type games, things like the campaigns aren't necessarily content, they're just like a place you farm shards. I mean, the difference in this game is not even a particularly great place to farm shards, but yeah, that's an economy issue. Because just looking, I guess more so looking at the way the game's run, I'm not really sure why. Like, if you were a main developer, if you're not working on the new tunes, if you're not doing the events, what have you been doing for like the past 9-10 months? They haven't even done anything as simple as like add more team slots. We're still, if we scroll all the way down, we're still out of 50. Like an entire year after the last slots were changed. And there's definitely more than 50 usable teams at this point. Yeah, even my stupid roster pages where I keep things like the old R&D team tabbed. Like, even I've used 35 of my relevant slots. But, you know, it's like, okay, I'm sure if you scrolled all the way down here, there'd definitely be more than 50. If you didn't want to count things like showbiz, you'd still probably reach a higher caliber. I know there's definitely people who do things like, I'm sure actually this event is probably a great example of something that even just like some flex spots on the save team roster would work to put out, you know, a specific arena defense for this battle, or an offense, or, you know, just like save teams for these event arenas. Save specific weird teams you might use in tower. You know? It's strange. They don't need to do that. But, you know, more so, a lot of these games you don't necessarily need to engage. Like, they're not important, really. I mean, you get things in all these games. You know, Arena gives you the core boosts. Actually, quite frankly, campaigns do nothing. You get some fine anvils, I guess, but quite frankly, that's an economy issue that people are running out of fine anvils. Especially at, like, you know, not even my rank. People with, like, 25 mil run out of fine anvils. Like, how? Cause like brawl's not that important. I mean, you get to save some brawls, so it's like relevant, I guess. Cause most of the, I don't know. I'm trying to describe my issue with a lot of these core game modes is because, quite truthfully, I rarely play this game. I do play this game, but I'm not necessarily invested in it the way I've been invested even in like this game in the past or other games currently, it's like, okay, R&D is useful. Part of it's an economy issue, I'd suppose. Because something like, sure, all these games would give you relevant stuff, like, you know, you play the towers, you get the different levels of cosmic stones, which, you know, do you need cosmic stars? Yeah, those are important. You know, probably worse for the wear for never playing tower each week. But to be fair, what I want to, like, see, I didn't even claim the new floor this week. Tower ends like tomorrow. But you know, do I want to sit here and have my fiends go on auto for like 20 battles? No. Like, I have the energy. I could full clear C tower on video right now. It'd take an hour. I'd be bored out of my mind, but you know, I gotta do it. Because I'll give R&D props. It's pretty important. You get blue vials, get some gold, and you get the epic gadgets. Like, all these things, pretty important. As yeah, I'm very poor on epic gadgets, if you've noticed. But like, then you go to Alliance Wars, and like, I'm pretty sure we lost this war. Like, we got owned 3 matches in a row, which it's probably, I blame byproducts to lack of matchmaking. Really, it's really a lack of general interest people too. But as I said, most people can't even remember to put more than 1 war defense down. Like, I'm not even an officer. Like, this, it's quite frankly not that important to me. It's just strange that people don't notice. And like, the only things you get the core boost, or you get the boosts, and you get the war tickets, which you can spin. I'll get to it. You know, you get to spin the world's greatest wheel. You get pirate tunes, and some epic gadgets, most of which aren't even particularly good. Name one person who runs boomerangs for anything. I would be genuinely surprised. Like, specifically, not just like, oh, I have an epic gadgets, I need to fill stats on some tunes. It's like a thing I did for Hot Rod. He has the weird of epic stat gadgets that just pass around for new event tunes so they don't die horribly. Well, even this is not like a really great one of those stats. I mean, one of the cleanest is attack, but I just don't want to spend the, you know, gadget scraps. But so the idea that I'm trying to get out of all of this is I am like genuinely shocked and baffled. Like, I was a developer working on this game. I would see almost all of this as like room for improvement. Even just like pedantic things like Ludium, which older devs have talked about, they contemplated just straight up removing from the game. You could probably do something with the Ludium. You know, 19k of it. It's goddamn useless. The only reason I think anyone uses any Ludium at all is because it's a daily quest. Again, even like the daily quests, the achievement system. Would be a tune I've had maxed for like 2 years. It's just... It's like the events are a struggle because they've been using, especially now. Because since like 2020, they've been a pretty questionable quality. Like, you get some pretty good ones, but you'd also get some pretty bad ones. Like, it's... the ratio's been a little meh. Now at this point, they just use, like, the same 4 formats all over again. I mean, I guess this example is different. I mean, sure, it's copy and pasted from the Halloween event, but it was a new format, you know, 3 months ago, so I'm not gonna fault them. Well, I'm gonna fault them for reusing a format nobody liked. Okay, like 95% of the feedback I read about that, you know, on the Discord, wherever, was people hated that event. And I was no fan of it either. I mean, I have like a... How big is my zombie granny? Okay, so it's like 5.3, so like I made, you know, decent-ish progress the event. I unlocked the tune, which might be more than I say about this event, because, you know, look at me, yippee, 95 pieces, but I played 3 arenas, so... I mean, to show you how interesting this event is for me, I barely even bothered to play it past, like, milestone 4. It's been like 5 days. The Cosmic event starts tomorrow. Although, on that note, I would also just... I'm going off on a tangent here. Let me reset. It's a little sloppy that, the event blog posts... I mean, it's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And there's no event blog. It's just not here. The event starts, you know, the new Cosmic Week thing starts like 8 hours from now. On 6 p.m. Start on 1 p.m. tomorrow. No, right, it starts 19 hours from now. We know nothing. Even like even the seasonal roadmaps don't help. Because past the second week, they're like, we don't know what these are, man. Oh, sorry, they edited it on this blog post. Thank you. Thank you. It's like, oh, well, who's featured in the Magus Mallard Daffy event? No, we don't know, man. Hands tied. Like, really? It was impossible to be more descriptive. Back on the lack of roadmaps thing. Like, again, things I would think would be fairly simple. Just adding more team slots into this. Not gonna get done. You know, it's I don't know, more daily quest tiers. Like, whoopee! 30, like 90 fine boosters. I mean, I'm out. Like, you know, doesn't matter for these. I have thousands upon thousands of regular boosters, but could be a little better. Like, I don't even know if it's strictly like a money thing. Like, I just feel like if you wanted a game to be profitable, it would be managed better than this. Like, I don't really know how any of this would like have people desire to invest. I had an example drawn, but I kind of forgot about it. Are they just lazy? Did they not like have developers at this point? That doesn't make sense. Surely every time there'd be like a bug in the network code, the entire team would give up. It's like, oh well, what do we do now? Yeah, I'm just all baffled. Like, you could probably make improvements to showbiz. I mean, that's... Yeah, look at the audience rewards. I don't know, add more, like, you know, more uniques a day. A guaranteed unique or something. I mean, uniques market's not exactly in a great place right now. I'm just a little confused on this. I mean, I'm sure if they wanted to, they just ask the community, like, yeah, and even here, like, just make exchanges better or something. Like, it is quite literally, so why do I have 60 of these? Anyways, yeah, just like even something like, now that I'm looking at it, just like update these stores with tunes that are better than Phantom Le Pew, you know? Get like a, I don't know, just improve the Cosmic Store. Yeah, add more slots into the Cosmic Store. I feel like these are just simple things. You know, you don't want to improve like the tune-up wheel? You know, why is it not like... It is literally confusing. I just... Maybe this is just me being mad at video. I should have written a script or something. But... Because I do feel I'm jumping around subjects a lot, but... How? What about, like... What are, like, things like, you know, war lag, or officers not being able to move around or eject people from towers? Maybe just, you know, add additional chats to the alliance. Just, you know, have tabs or something, you know. You have war chat, R&D strategy chat. I know it's like, sure, you can do things with that in alliance in a Discord, but, you know, there's plenty of people who don't want to commit to, you know, external programs they might even have. Just play their funny little cartoon mobile game, you know? I have a notification here. I should have enough for... Nope, I have enough for one level. Maybe that's why I gave you the notification. Yeah, or even fix something like the lag on these daily quests. I feel like sometimes I'm waiting like a minute just to do my dailies. The most simple task for a mobile game like this. And that's out of the ballpark. So let alone get into... I guess maybe this is not gonna right idea, or look a little late in the video and get into the actual suggestions idea. But the one thing that really gets on my nerves this game is doing, you know, doing stuff like this. Not here. This actually should be better. Like, I know I'm maybe an endgame. I don't really know what defines endgame in this game. Like, I get that I'm strong. I'm a strong account, I'd say. So like, oh yeah, the 100k battle is easy for me. But I just don't want to play these, especially with like horror, because it's like with the AoE nerfs and everything. Before you could at the very least, you could throw just like a Ralph Vampire in. Like, I get the AoE nerfs. If they need to be a thing for PvP balance reasons, then fair. I think that's what should take precedent in the game. But you can't count this out as a factor. I don't, you know, it's just not interesting playing literally the exact same, pretty much the exact same event battle 5 times in a row. Like, if you could defeat this battle, you can probably beat this battle and probably that one. It's like not even until like 2 battles later when it's gotten up 40k in power that I think could even be challenged. it'd be nice for, late game players like me that you just, could probably solo these battles with a single tune depending on requirements. If there's just like, a quick fight or something, I throw the team in, I press the second button above here, this, quick fight takes the energy. Then rather than having to go through like 2 loading screens, entire battle where I press maybe 7 buttons, I have to wait for sometimes the lag on the victory screen, claim the victory screen, go through another loading battle, just etc. It's tedious. It's boring. Do you not want me to be on the game and have fun with it? I don't want to... I think advanced financial advice, people don't like giving money to things they're upset at, It's very odd, I'd like a higher difficulty tower or something, or a Doom tower that's less stupid. Because, fun fact, the Doom Tower as well as the piercing boost that got taken away with that we've had unavailable for like 4 years at this point. And stuff like that. It's just like, things are even sloppy in execution. Things like R&D Foghorn being buffed with the Barnyard team. Like, R&D Foghorn isn't a different tune development-wise to regular Foghorn. I like things getting... But even this, they don't even have a skill icon, or a team icon. I like older tunes like this getting buffed, but like... It's becoming kind of an issue, balance-wise, for things like the PvE game modes. That monster too, like... I got Tower 5 here. That's Tower 5 in your example. Well, this is She-Devil. She-Devil hasn't been reworked yet. But it's like, this is way threatening. Way more threatening Monster Tweety than he would have been like 6 months ago. Of course, it doesn't matter for, Tower Floor 1, but you crawl all the way up to, 14. There's like 70k teams. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, you're level 99. Tweety CS with 100% piercing boost, suddenly he's a big issue. Not that these battles shouldn't be hard, it's just like these are not the power level these battles were designed for. Or things like the brawl saves. This is a better example. Let's see if I can find one. Thank you, brawl. Alright, no more brawl saves. Oh! Even simpler, like even great change. Either fix the refresh list, or fix having 5 crates available to see at a time. Like, I don't want to have to... ever in any sense. Rather than just, like, either sitting down or press a refresh button for minutes on end, like I'm searching for a base in Clash of Clans. Like, that's already a little annoying crate-wise. Was even more when you give me 5 options of random things that I want. It's like, I don't know. It's like, oh, you wanted a superior crate of any time? Well, better keep looking. You gotta go waste your time doing a brawl battle for a crate you don't even want. I'm sure there's a system that's more random than brawl is. they have this special new background for the Brawl event, right? Not the Brawl event, the Takeover thing. Then I actually go into a battle here. I can do this. And it's Halloween! This doesn't look good. Like, even if it was the regular loading screen, I'd be a little like, the other takeovers have had the special art. Why is this? What happened to him? Okay, that was even stranger. What the hell happened there? Bugs didn't even use the move. He did. Playboy just spontaneously died. Okay, that was also very strange. Maybe look into that. But I think I'm gonna end the video soon. I'm going in circles a little bit. Maybe a follow-up video to this. I'll talk about like new game mode ideas or ways they could buff other stuff. The idea I'm trying to get at is, quite frankly, the game's lack of communication. It's been an issue for a fresh minute. Every community manager we've had since Haruki has been pretty on and off about actually existing, being on time for relevant information. It's whatever XYZ thing a community manager would actually do. Fun stuff, events, any form of liaisonry between us, the developers. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm out of things to talk about. I'm a War Rager. That's all, folks. Maybe all the devs got lost in Albuquerque or something.